times. Bob Randall, the Yankee and the Brit, and the RTM Radio Nitwits kicked it off there
Good
with
evening.
Bill Mack and a Saturday Night.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. What the hell's happening out there?
And Hick Sticky Fried Chicky is in our chat room along with
He is.
Donna Reed.
Quack.
She's just come in. Sandra, the beautiful Sandra, is in the chat room. Who else is here? Now Jeff, the waving man, is here. Give Jeff a wave. Come on, husband.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Why are we waving at our microphones?
I say, Holmes.
We're really not right, are we?
Hey, what?
Who else is in here?
Inspector Holmes is there.
Inspector Holmes. Lee Godfrey is here as well to call us Mr. and Mrs. Yanki off.
It's my favorite guy pal, Steve Hickman.
Yes, Dex, Sticky Fried
What's going on? Nice to see you guys, man. Saturday night, we're all wound up, ready to go. Tamanie is our guest tonight. Tamanie Dove, if that name rings any bells for you.
Yes.
If it doesn't, you're not as ding-a-ling as I thought you
gorgeous,
were.
the music's great. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we're going to start playing some of that here in just a few minutes.
Speaking of which, I better let her have a link, hadn't I?
In fact, we'll just go ahead and jam a Tamanie song here in just a second. What else is going on with you? Of course, Steve Hickman did a live show just a little bit ago. Boy, that guy, I'll tell you what, man, he has got the sound, that voice of his.
He's got it going on, all right.
Well, I guess I don't
Come
need
on,
to do
you
that.
got it.
No, you stole it from
Get
me. That was
lower.
my part.
Get lower than Steve Hickman.
Can't do it.
Do it.
Nobody's as low as he is.
Right.
Jeez, Tardo. All right. Nope, can't do it. Just can't compete with him. Let's see. Of course, like I said, Tamanie's going to be here. Tamanie at 8 o'clock. So you want to make sure you hang around for that. She's got some awesome tunage, too. So we're going to play some of that. Let me see. What else? Have I repeated myself twice yet? No, not on everything. All right. Something else I was going to add. Hell, if Lance Stinson's got a concert going on tonight, by the way. I think...
Yes, Kelly Lee Phillips is waiting for him to arrive.
She's over there standing there watching for him. She's like the little... she's like the country singer's own personal roadie, man. She's everywhere. Or not a roadie. What do you call those... no, not a foamer.
She's like a I don't know what.
What do you call those people that hang out? The groupie, that's it. She's like their own personal
Stalker?
country groupie after all those pictures she posted a few weeks ago. She's crazy, man. She's everywhere. Gotta love that gal.
I know, and she still hasn't sent me all the underpants that I asked her to collect for me as well.
You're waiting to get Blake Shelton's undies. That's
Yes,
what you're
I
waiting
am. Look who's in the chat room.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry Ray Fitzpatrick.
Ooh, listen how you pronounce that, but you can't say Sandra De La Para.
Where is she again? There we go. Sandra De La Para.
Is that supposed to be French?
I know it's you guys over here with your big long names.
Look across
Steve Hickman.
Look now, across the avenue. It is Sandra De La Para. She is over there selling her wares. Oh, hello, Sandra.
Sandra De La Para. Sounds like one of those fancy perfumes, doesn't it?
A funky person?
No, I said a fancy perfume.
Oh, a fancy perfume.
Yeah, when you go to one of those posh places with the posh perfume.
I'm wearing De La Para tonight, and I smell so womanly. Got to love it.
Mr. Chico's in the chat room.
Hi, John.
Good evening.
How the hell are you?
Hello.
Hello. Right then, Governor. Carrying on right here then. Tamanie, who is joining us tonight at 8 o'clock. It's kicking off with one of her tunes, She Is America. Tamanie, She Is America with the Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night. She'll be here about 8 o'clock to give us a little chat as to who she is and what's going on.
Oh, let me just say this a second.
Right then.
Donna Reed.
Donna.
Keith Sampson, he sends his apologies. When we got off the show last night, he messaged me and says that he does have a prior engagement tonight. He just didn't realise, but he has some 4th of July celebrations tonight. But we will be dragging Keith Sampson in by his ears, won't we?
Right.
We will get him in on the show with us. He's a great guy. You will just absolutely love him. You
Talk
will
about
adore
winding me
him.
up. He's the guy to do it.
He's awesome.
Between him and Steve Hickman, I'm totally blown away by those two
In
clowns.
fact, just for Donna Reed in the chat room, put on a Keith Sampson tune just for Donna Reed.
I will as soon as I do this because you know it is Saturday night and there is nothing, I say nothing, we can do other than to play the music that we love the most.
I can do it better, though.
Oh, I don't think so. You can't sing that any better
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
So let's see how we say Steve Hickman's town. I mean, I wrote this down on his postage thing when we sent his banner.
Say his town.
But
Where's
how
that
the
at?
bloody hell do we say that? Indian.
Are you
Indian apple. Indianapolis.
That's it.
Indianapolis.
You got it.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Oh my God, that's a mouthful.
Truckers call it the
That's
Circle
like-
City.
That is a bloody mouthful. Oh my gosh.
He's a Hoosier. He's a Hoosier. He's a redneck Hoosier kebab.
But Donna Reed, we will be getting Keith Sampson to come on the show with us. That is a promise. He promised us his blood if we cannot get him on the show with us. So do not panic, my dear.
And I see Sandra says Del Rio, Texas. I'm guessing that's where you're from. I was in Del Rio probably, 20 years ago or so, and I loved it at the time. Now, I don't know what it's like now, but it was cool as hell when I was over there. There was no issues with the border, none of that crap. We'd walk across the border and party, and a lot of guys that would deliver freight over there where I went would
Get
take
your
their...
posh perfume
They'd literally
from
pull
Del
the
Rio.
seats out of their truck and carry them across the border and have them reupholstered for like $10 over there back in the day, and then bring them back and put them back in their truck, and they were gorgeous. It was awesome stuff. I had a lot of fun over there. Very cool town, border city, awesome place. So, anyways,
I hope that Jerry is actually fully listening tonight, because last time she was in, she sneaked out from her gig just to listen to our show, and she
know.
was hiding in a bush, and she had lots of itches in funny
Didn't she say she
places
was-
that we daren't mention on here because it made me blush.
Didn't she
What?
say she was peeing behind the bush? Or
Yeah, she was peeing behind the bush while she was typing in the chat room, and she, like I say, she had funny itches in unimaginable places.
You'd love Del Rio, Steve, if it's anything like it was way back then. Now, I don't know about now, but it may have grown more. Of course, Sandra can tell you, but it was just, it was nothing. Just some paved streets and General Electric plant that I used to deliver light bulbs to over there, and it may even be gone by now, but it was cool times back then. I loved trucking all over. West Texas is so cool.
Steve Hickman needs to come and right in here.
Right here, right now,
in here.
then.
He needs to bring his guitar.
Well, the closest we can get him is to play his music, which is exactly what we are going to do. It's Steve the Hickstick Hickman. I want to be that man. And of course, the lyrics are in the chat now, so y'all can sing along with this great and wonderful voice. All right. You got twang? Hell no, you ain't got twang. We ain't even got any tang.
Why did my nipples go in the air when I said when
Twang.
Keith sang twang?
Twang. Just because you got twang.
Twang.
Don't mean your nipples are hard. Brr, 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 brr. All right, Yankee and Brittany, RTM Radio Network, a country Saturday night.
Let's say hello to
Hello.
the bra that holds the tits.
Hello, Deborah.
And Jerry's still here in the chat room. She said she's going to cook for me.
Don't you
And
pee
she's-
on our bushes.
And she's going to. And Jerry says that she's going to cook for me, and she's going to sing for us too.
Ooh, what a meal that would be.
I know. Debra says that she had turnip greens and fetid chicken. What does that mean?
And who? What?
Turnip greens and fetid chicken.
Fetid chicken.
What does that mean?
It's a fetid chicken. It has you cook it with the feathers and everything right on it.
Oh my gosh!
You just grab it right out of the chicken coop, grab them by the throat, and just chuck them in the gas oven and cook them.
You are braver than I could ever be, Debra.
Awesome! It's good stuff, man. You'd love it like that.
Oh my golly gosh! I'm way too squeamish though. You know, I can't even watch Randy putting bacon in the bloody frying pan without wanting to die. Oh, did you grab Mr. Chico's link?
One of my fine feathered friends. Chicken's good that way, though, man.
Oh
Just
my
because
gosh.
you got twang.
I am way too squeamish for any of that.
Don't mean
Chicken does
country.
not come from the chicken coop. It comes from the supermarket. Just like beef, it
brother.
comes from the supermarket. It
You'd
does
think
not
you
come
were-
from the fields.
You'd think you were blonde or something. You can't be that damn stupid.
I can't think of my cows being slaughtered, so I have to say it comes from the supermarket.
Man, you love your lawnmowers. I know that.
I do.
Donna loves her cows. She loves those long prong jobbers too.
Oh, yes. They're
Loves those
amazing.
longhorns.
I love those longhorns. They're
I
just
know,
gorgeous.
they are cool. We go by a couple pastures full of these longhorns, and I'm telling you, these guys got racks on them. Christ, Pamela Anderson ain't got nothing on the
I was
racks
just
on
about
these
to
guys.
say they've got a better rack than I have. And theirs don't touch the knees either.
You know, you're always getting on these guys on their cell phones about stand on one leg and put your arm up in the air. What they need to do is go just hook their cell phone to one of those longhorns and just
Yeah.
use their horns as antennae. That would work all right. All right, let's get this moving along here. We'll do a tune from Tamanie here in just a few more minutes.
Yeah, she's joining us at the top of the hour.
She is doing that. We have a request right now. Before that request, though, well, you know what? Let's do the request first. Then we'll make a twofer out of it. By request for Mr. John Chico in the chat room. He is the man. Toby Keith and the Red
Chico.
Solo Cup. Now, make sure everybody sings along now. I know you all know the words.
Now Red Solo Cup's the best receptor.
You're my friend.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for being my friend.
Okay.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party.
Let's have a party.
I love you, Red Solo Cup.
Red Solo.
I lift you up. Proceed to party.
Proceed to party.
Proceed to party. Woo! Red Solo Cup, Red Solo. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Solo Cup.
Let's have a
Solo Cup.
Red Solo Cup, Red Solo Cup. I fill you up.
Solo Cup.
Party. Proceed to party.
Solo Cup.
Bo-do. Oh, bo-do.
Yeah!
Bo-do. Bo-do-do-do.
Solo Cup.
Do-do-da-ba.
2 for 2 for 2 for on the RTM Radio Network.
Y'all got any Fritos?
Toby Keith and Wacky Tobacco with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome
everybody.
to Saturday night on the Yankee and the Brit show. And Saturday, let me tell you, is looking stunning out there. Blue skies,
Bacon.
green. Oh, yes,
Bacon, bacon,
Tamanie,
bacon.
come
Bacon,
in.
bacon, bacon.
Tammany's in the chat room, and she come in about asking who's shaking the bacon.
Well, hello, love. Everybody's shaking the bacon on a country Saturday night with the Yankee and the Brit.
Jim says that Tammy's putting on her makeup, getting ready for her appearance on the Yankee and the Brit show.
Oh, baby, baby, cake it on. You got your Crayolas out? Cool. Very good.
Jamar is in the chat room. Hey,
Who?
Jamar.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Randy's trying to be all British on me by the sounds
There he
of
is,
it.
right there, Jamal. Very good. No, I just, I'm wound up. Why not? I should be happy.
Yes, you should.
Oh, I'm happy and a puppy with
Tonight-
two Peters, I am.
Tonight's us being wound up is brought to you by Steve Hickman, because he played us some awesome music earlier, didn't he?
And then he called us up and wound me up.
Yes, he did.
And it's not because of that old wacky tabaki.
So put on your best dress, Tammany, and your favourite lipstick, because you will be live very soon with
That's
the Yankee
right.
and the Brit.
Wear that lace underwear, too.
Yes. Oi.
You are very slow, but you're effective. I'll give you that much.
And Steve Hickman has agreed to be our naked waiter of the evening tonight. So any drinks that you guys want in the chat room,
You're talking
go
balls
and
to the
pile
wall.
on
Woo,
Steve.
wee, baby.
Yes. I'm not his... Anyway. I'm being rude now.
It's all right. Easy, big fella.
Yes.
Reba. All right. Let's move along here. Samo's got the weather for us. He is the man with the plan. He is the greatest in the land.
He does the weather for the Yankee and the Brit right here.
That's right.
on
He
the
is
RTM
our
radio.
weatherman. Here he is, Mr. Samo. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get back to that kicking country with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network. It's a Tamanie Saturday night. She's going to be joining us here in about a half hour.
And I see that Steve Hickman is looking after you guys with your drinks. If you get a cherry in your drink, it's really not a cherry.
You stop
it's
looking at him like
else.
that there, Steve. Now be nice. I see how you're looking at him. Like a cross-eyed Mary command. All right, let's move on here. We have another song from Tamanie. Another great tune. This girl is awesome. You're going to love her. I can't wait to hear her voice, too.
That's if we don't scare her away by 8 o'clock.
Well,
We've got 20
if she's
minutes
gonna-
to not scare her
If she's
away.
going to run screaming, you better bloody run now, then. I must say that much for you. All right, then, Tamanie. How cool is that? Love it. Both of them. Good tunes. All of her tunes are cool, man. I've been jamming on all of them ever since I started loading things up for the show earlier. You ever buy any of those pies from like Walmart or Kroger or Albertsons or wherever you shop? And they put them in a round plastic tray. They're in a tin. Then that sits inside a plastic round thing, and then they put the round clear dome over it, and it clips in all the way around.
I sure heard about it this morning when he couldn't
What the
get
hell
in
were
it.
these idiots thinking? There isn't even a tab on there or anything to pull it up out of there. This morning, I shot the whole damn thing across the room trying to get it open. Luckily, well, I don't know if it's lucky or not, but it didn't come apart, so I still didn't get the pie. Couldn't even eat it off the floor because it wouldn't come out of there. I've been fighting with this thing for 20 minutes to have a bite of coconut cream pie. And what do I got to do? I took it in there. I got a screwdriver and a cat's paw, and I was prying this thing, trying to get it open. I finally got into it. But now it's rotten and moldy because it took me almost 3 days to get the thing open. I can't even believe it, man. What do these people think when they come up with these damn things? Oh. Donna Joe, the attention-craving blues. Tamanie, and No Stopping Me Now with the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. The most wonderful lady in the world is on the telephone with us now. Hello!
Apart from me, of course.
What
Hey!
is up? What is up?
You tell us what is up!
You need to recite that British accent that you just shown me. Come on.
I need
show
to
these
recite
guys.
the one that you have.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it.
How'd you do that?
I tried one time. Well, I had a girlfriend who lived in Hertfordshire, which is just a few kilometers north of London. And she would say the craziest things, like my battery was dead in the car and I had to take it to the garage. I'm like, what the crap are you saying?
Yeah, we go to the garage.
The garage, yeah, the garage, whatever. And then one day we were farting around and she cut her finger and she said, do you have a plaster? A what? I go, you mean a Band-Aid? And she goes, a what? A Band-Aid.
Talk about a
And
communication
the way she
gap.
copied me, the way she copied me saying Band-Aid was hilarious.
A Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid. I need a Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid.
It's a plaster. No, it's a plaster. Oh, excuse me.
Well done, Governor. Well done.
Yes, it's a plaster.
I just think you guys are the hoot.
You put a plaster
Love
on
your
your
show.
hurting finger.
You do what with it?
Thanks for playing my songs too. That was so cool.
Are you kidding me? That's what we're here for. Beautiful.
I know, but I just appreciate it so much. It's like, as indie artists, we don't get to hear our stuff anywhere, but when you guys share it, it's like, yay, somebody's actually listening to our music, and you share it with the world, and we just appreciate that so much. We wouldn't be heard anyway else,
How long you been in the music business?
About 2 years.
That's it?
That's it.
How the hell did you get that good in such a short amount of time?
Well, I grew up in Nashville, and my mom, I was raised in the music biz around it. But she kind of forbid me to get into it because she saw, like, the seedy side of it. So, she was kind of like, no, you're not doing this, you're not doing this, you're going to go to college, and you're going to get a degree, and you're not going to do this. So she really didn't encourage it in most of my growing up life. And she did a lot of really cool things she was a manager for Roger Miller, she worked with Randy Travis. I mean, she did everybody's books and stuff on Music Row. So I got to meet a lot of really cool people who later, eventually, I would realize influenced me. So, now that my kids are grown and married off and whatever, I just decided out of the wild blue sky a couple years back to write a song.
like
and
I was
my
thinking.
friends liked it so much, I just kept going. So that's it. I just started writing like 2 years ago.
Yeah, so everything Mom said went out the window.
Kind of, sort of.
Well, that's what moms are for.
Yeah, she's like, you're old enough now to make your own decisions. Have at it. You know, you've seen the side that I've seen, so you kind of know what's
you can
up.
Keep it.
Yeah.
I lived outside of Nashville for a while, so I got a pretty good idea what went on around there.
Oh, yeah, back on the buses and, and Mom was, I say my surrogate fathers are the guys from Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show because they're all like my big brothers. I grew up around them. And some of the stuff they did, holy cow, no wonder she didn't want me to get into it.
So do you play any instruments?
I play the guitar, I play the keyboard, I play a little drum, I play a little anything I can get my hands on.
Now, how long have you been playing those?
Oh, off and on my whole life.
All right. Well, that makes a little more sense then. I know you couldn't have possibly told
I'm
me you learned those in the last 2 years.
Yeah, no. I figured out I could write songs in the last couple of years. I've actually written maybe, I don't know, one or two when I was in my junior high school year, for a boy, one of those where you write him a love song. But I never really pursued any of it. And I don't know, I just kind of, that part of my brain switched on a couple of years ago. And my son, Matt Mercer, who's a sound engineer there in Nashville, he's on tour right now with Dave McElroy. He's like, Mom, I've got this cool mixing program, and da-da-da, and he plays everything, too. He's got my gene as far as pick up an instrument and start playing it. And so I just started making music with my son, with my kid, and then started doing my own stuff, and that's kind of it. 2 years.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
What kind of music did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to Roger Miller. Mom's his manager for several years.
Dang me.
And believe it or not, I really loved. I didn't really want to be listen to the country music stuff, the Dolly Parton and all that, because we had it everywhere. I wanted the Beatles. I was all about the Beatles. Give me the Beatles. Give me the Monkees. Give me, Partridge Family, David Cassidy, Donny Osmond. And all the Donny Osmond, and my mom's like, no, we're going to go see Grandpa Jones at the Opry tonight. You're going backstage, and you're going to hang out with the other kids that got to play back there. And I'm like, really? How boring. As an 8-year-old, you don't want to go hang out backstage at the Opry and talk to the big fat guy with the, whatever, string bean with the banjos and blah, blah, blah. You're like, I want to go to see some cool music. 9, 10 years old, but, I appreciate it now that I got to be around that, not knowing that was going to probably influence what I did later on.
Yeah, and see where it brought you?
Yeah. I'm like, now I'm like, wow, that was kind of cool.
So
listening to some of the things that Roger Miller would tell me as a kid.
I love Roger Miller, too. Roger Miller's always been cool.
Oh, yeah. He was cool, beyond cool.
Did you know him kind of personally a little bit?
Oh, yes, very much so.
What's he like as just, when he's just himself?
He's funny. He's hilarious.
He strikes me as somebody that would have kind of a good sense of humor. I mean, you can tell by some of his music.
He's amazingly funny, very down-to-earth kind of guy. I mean, he'd walk around in, his hat and his blue jeans, and people wouldn't recognize him, and he would love that. And he would just, carry on and cut up, and he was very, very sweet and very down-to-earth. He was kind of I'd say a second father to me because Mom, like I said, Mom was his manager for so many years that we, hung out quite a bit. And I would sit there and watch him write a song, literally just pick it out of his head and just start. And I'm like, wow, cool. That's cool. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Where do you record? Do you have your own studio?
I do. It's in Nashville. It's Sound Pro Studios. It's actually in Hendersonville, which is where I grew up. And that's pretty much it. My son is my sound engineer, so he does all the, a lot of the mixing and the mastering and all that kind of stuff. And, I was on Nashville Entertainment Weekly not too long ago with TJ and Jill, and they were like, so, how people are like, oh, so you're going to make it big, you're going to forget about us, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I'm really not, my brain is not there. I just want to make the music and put it out there. People like it, cool. If they don't, cool. And I'm doing a little bit of everything. It's not all just country. I do a little bit of pop. Actually, this last week, I did a heavy metal song.
Really?
Seriously.
Heavy metal?
Heavy metal.
Where's that?
I said, you know what? I'm thinking outside the box, and they're like, what box? I go, exactly.
Yeah. Where's that at? I want to hear it.
It's being produced right now. I just played the vocal tracks this last week.
Oh, really?
So it's going to take a while, but it's like that. It's like, yeah, pretty.
Is that
pretty
something you wrote yourself?
Is that what? Yes.
Wow.
Did that myself. So I try to, you know, when they say write for the, I don't know, the Nashville songwriter, I write for me. I just kind of write whatever I feel.
Well, you're
Some
getting...
days I feel wackadoodle crazy. Those videos you guys do, too, by the way. I love that. You put on the cute little wigs. Cracking me up. Cracking me up. I'm like, oh, my God. I need to write a song about Yanki and the Brit Show. Seriously.
You do.
And have it be like a theme song or something. Like, just
Go
crack
for
me
it.
up.
Go for it. We're all about it, man. Anything you want to do, we're all about it.
I think all you artists should sing a song about the Yanki and the Brit Show. All of you.
Can't even
It's so
imagine what
cool.
that might sound like.
Heck yeah, that'd be awesome. I got to would go in with me. I'm just saying.
Oh, boy, is that going to be interesting.
Give me a minute. I'll come up with something.
No, just keep listening to the show a couple more times and you'll change your
Right.
mind.
And join in the chat room, because you guys talk about some stuff in that chat room. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, that's where you get your really good ideas. Y'all start spilling the beans in there about Lace. I'm like,
There you
Okay.
go. Talking
Maybe
about
I know
food.
it is.
Talking about food, and that's what everybody comes in here and talks about is food all the time.
Oh,
They make
it's
me nuts.
We ended
Well,
up
do
at
you guys go on a lot when people are cooking?
We're on from 7 to 10, and I guess everybody's having dinner.
We
about
ended up
then.
at Sonic Ice Cream just a few weeks ago because we was talking about burgers in the chat room and was like, we must go get a burger.
I know, it's crazy. There's Steve
Yeah,
tonight
people-
making bacon.
Steve is?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
making...
he's making bacon.
Yeah. And hello, Jim,
Steve
by
Bacon.
the way.
Yes, hi, Jim.
Oh, he's like, yeah, whatever. He's so used to it. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And then Jim gets on Facebook, and he's like, so, how's it going? You guys having fun time? He's like, I lead a boring life. I'm like, no, you don't. We're gone all the time. Oh, he does the woe is me. You know, life is just so boring. I'm like, shut up. He just bellows. Steve sounds like he's really a lot of fun, too.
Steve is quite a
I like
guy,
how you
man.
go, hello. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello,
Hello,
Samo.
hello. So where are you from?
Derby.
Out of her mind.
Okay.
I always tell people when they ask, I always say, I'm from China. And they kind of look at me like, huh? But then they kind
You're
of
right.
But then they kind of agree with me like, oh, yeah, okay. And then I pull my eyes to the side and go, see, I got slinty eye.
That's so cool.
She does,
just,
honest. She does that all the time, embarrasses the hell
I know,
out of
I
me.
did it in front of a Chinese doctor the other week without thinking.
You did
Do you
not.
remember?
Ooh, that's brave.
Talk about put your foot in it.
Brave. That's brave.
What else do you do besides music? You have any hobbies or anything?
I just run around naked. I'm kidding.
Nothing exciting, though, huh?
Yeah, give me
No, nothing is
Tell us
Run
something
around naked.
exciting.
Just, you know, I just cooking, you know, boring stuff, cooking, blah, blah, blah. I'm with a band here in Atlanta. It's called Corporate Therapy, and we play at Wild Wings, like, I don't know, every month or so, in a classic rock band, and they play some of my music there, too. The band guys are all IT tech guys, so they're all, like, super computer geeky. I love them, though. But, yeah, there's, like, 7 of us in the band. That's my other little hobby.
And they
The
can
music
play
harmony.
instruments, too?
Oh, yeah.
How's
we
that
have
happen?
two keyboard players, 2 lead guitarists, drums, bass, 2 lead singers, me and this guy, Rob Goldberg, and yeah, there's like 7 of us in the band, so we play a lot of Grand Funk and a little bit of Pretenders, you know, classic rock kind of stuff.
Oh, good
and then
stuff,
they,
yeah.
And then they throw in, a few of mine. We play Badge by Cream and
What did you say? Vag cream?
Badge, Cream by Badge.
You're going to have to translate for me, husband.
Badge.
Oh, badge. Okay.
Badge.
Carry on.
It's a song by a band called Cream.
Vag cream. Vag cream is what she
Yeah,
thought
vag.
she said.
I got half of it right
Yeah.
then.
Like in the white room
With black curtains.
You know that
near
song?
the
We do that
station.
one. Do a little Rod Stewart, you know, just classic rock kind of stuff.
Sing us some Rod Stewart.
Stay with me, stay with me. Well, tonight you're gonna stay with me. You remember that one?
Do I hear the fingers snapping over
Stay
there?
with me. Huh?
Do I hear your fingers snapping?
I'm always snapping. Always snapping.
Stay
It doesn't work for
with
my
me.
husband that well, though. I snap, and he's gotten so used to the snap that he's like, what? So we do a little Pretenders, a little Chrissy Hine, got brass in pockets. Feel a bit of that, yeah. And we do that song called
Do you do
All
Ohio?
Right Now.
Do you do Ohio?
We have. I don't think it's on our playlist right now, but I mean, there's so many classic rock songs that are amazing.
That's a great song.
It's hard to pick, It's like I don't see how you guys pick songs for your playlist.
We don't.
It's a nightmare.
We try to get as many requests as we can because I prefer to play requests because there's just so much that I grew up in the '70s. From I was pop man, and then when I graduated in '76, well, soda depends where you come from. No,
right?
No, I started out listening to pop music, and then I got into the rock, Van Halen, and all that, and then it just unfolded after that. So. It's hard to pick songs. I just play stuff I like until the requests come in.
And sometimes we have a nice big set list, a nice big list to play that night, and we never even get to play any of them because people just request. But we like it, because we get to hear what people like to hear. So.
That is so cool. Yeah, I'm like, the one thing I was telling a friend of mine who's a DJ, I said, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what you do because I'd be like going, are you kidding me? I got 50,000 songs to pick from. How do you choose?
That's it. It's like I said, I start off playing the ones I like, and then just wait for the request to come in and let it take itself where it wants to go.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Donna, we got to put in a little plug for your girlfriend with the soaps. I love those soaps.
Her husband is actually in the chat right now, Lee Godfrey.
Lee is in the chat?
Yeah, Lee Godfrey. It's his Mrs. Angela that does the soaps, yes.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Lee. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Donna Reed. What's up, Donna Reed? Sandra De La Parra. Did I say that right?
Yes, close enough.
Yeah, what did you actually order from Angela?
Oh, and there's Rose. Rose, Rose says love that I love you too, Rose. But no, I took the soaps that I got from Angela, and I took them up to Nashville. And I was letting my daughter and my future daughter-in-law, my son's fiance, go through them. And I was letting her go through some of the the fragrance of the room was just amazing. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I had like a whole case, like I don't know, 15 or 20 bars of these soaps. I came home with like 3.
Wow.
So now I got to get some more. I had the bath bombs, which were amazing. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I'm like a little bit of a bath junkie, but that stuff was awesome.
Well, you guys can find them at Heartmade Soaps and Sundries. They've got a Facebook page. They have. In fact, I'll post the link.
Yes, if you go to Yanki and the Brit signs and shirts,
put the link in the chat room, would you?
Yes, I will.
We got to give her some kudos on that because I love her stuff.
See that, Lee Godfrey? You're famous.
Go, Lee Godfrey. You better give that woman a raise too. That's all I'm saying.
He's going to give her one. All right. He's going to give her one. All right.
That's some hard work making that soap. And I've tried to do that one time. It's harder than it looks, making those soaps like that.
Where do you go to get the stuff to make them with? Do you dig that up out of the ground or what?
You know what? I have no idea. I spent a whole lot of money. There it is. Facebook, Heartmade Soap. I just got some stuff over at Michael's, but I'm like, you can't just watch a YouTube and do it. It's hard.
Just below that, Lee said she just made a bunch of new stuff, so you might want to
yay!
Get your wallet out.
That's awesome. Go, Lee. Thank you. Yay! I can't wait. I love her little bath bombs and her, all the. She's just really, really good.
Great shameless.
Really
plug.
good at what she does. So I had to put in a woo 8 inches.
I told you.
Simmer down, Lee. Simmer down.
Hey, it's the internet. You can say what you want.
True. Within reason. My mom might be listening, and then that's
Hi,
another
Mom.
story.
Hi.
Hey, Mom, come on over. I'll show you my soap.
Right? She's been known to pop in and go, Tamanie, remember where you're from.
Well, you're not going to like the 10 questions then that we have for you later on.
Oh, okay. I have 10. Oh, this should be interesting. Can I be completely honest?
Of course. Wouldn't have it any
Oh,
other
boy.
way.
And
Yeah, put your seatbelt on.
And of course, there was my question from earlier in the chat room. I says, do you fold your toilet roll or do you just screw it up and wipe? I told you these are important questions.
Important questions. Do I fold it? I just wad it up in a big ball, I guess. I never even thought about that. But the proper way is over the. You know how people say, is your toilet paper? You roll it from the top or underneath?
Oh,
Underneath.
Over.
No. I pulled up the patent and I posted it to Facebook. The guy who patented
not
the
you
toilet paper
too.
roll, it goes over the top.
Oh,
That's
brother.
what.
Goes
And
over
so
the back.
Therefore, you must wad.
It goes
You
over
must
the
wad.
back. That way, when
But
you
this
pull it
is-
off, the wall wipes off anything you don't want.
Well, this is what happens over here at the Yankee and the Brit house. Whenever any of us goes to the toilet, I will turn the toilet roll facing the front. He will turn the toilet roll facing the back. And once upon a time, I went over there with some white duct tape, and I faced it to the front.
You did not. Oh, that's creative.
I did, yeah. His mum was giggling her little head off. She was just gagging to tell him.
That's creative.
Yeah, well,
I
I
like-
fold it. I pull about 2 feet off of it, and I fold it. I wrap it backwards around the roll. And when she pulls it, she thinks it's coming off backwards, so she takes the roll off.
Oh, that's not fair.
She takes the roll off and turns it around,
He's
and it comes out the
sneaky.
wrong way anyways. So you gotta love it.
That's not fair. That don't count.
Well, ain't no different than her not putting the damn seat down.
It is on a pack of Andrex toilet paper over in the UK. It's a question. It says, do you fold or do you scrunch?
Oh, Lord.
Crunching
That's
sounds
hilarious.
a little messy to me.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next question? Throw it at me.
We ain't even got to those questions yet.
Oh, okay.
Those are-
That was it.
Those are for the end. No, we
had-
got 10 questions for you when we get
We
done.
asked Steve Hickman the other week, does he prefer farting or does he prefer burping? And he says he likes a bit of both, He likes to blurp.
The burp.
Well, blarf. Did he call
Bark.
it blarf?
The blarf. Oh, no. At least he didn't say shard. Oh, no shard.
So what kind of plans you got for your future with music? You got any big
I
plans?
have
Or
no clue. I have no clue. I really don't have any plans. I'm just going to keep playing music. I'm going to keep writing and singing it and putting it out there and posting it, and that's about it.
Don't you dream that you're going to be in a nice, really big, posh house with Jim feeding you grapes and fanning you?
Nah.
Wouldn't he make a very good slave?
Well, when I think of a nice big old house, I'm thinking no, because then I'll have to clean it. So, we have a pretty nice life, life. Like I'm comfortable. We're happy. So I'm like, I can't complain. I really can't complain. We actually have 2 houses, one in Atlanta and one up in the North Georgia mountains. We kind of go back and forth and vacate.
So you can mess one
on the
up.
weekend.
So you can mess
Yeah.
one up and then
Best one up. There you go. And so we're at the one in the mountains right now. And we'll probably go back tomorrow, or I guess the next day. Who knows? But it's one of those where I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and I'm writing for this. I'm actually a staff writer for a publishing company that's based out of Sweden, and so I send them stuff to to publish and maybe pitch to artists. I'm really kind of focusing more on writing for maybe getting somebody big to cut it. I'm not looking at it as I'm going to be a big star. Blah blah blah. I don't see myself that way. I'm thinking maybe one of them. I think I pitched "Welcome Home" to Jennifer Nettles from Sugarland. I'm thinking one of these that I write is going to get cut someday. But I'm just going to keep writing them anyway because I write like a song every day.
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep throwing them out there.
Well, when you write one for the Yankee and the Brit, we can sing.
Okay, okay.
We've got
That'd be
to
fun.
sing.
You'll have to pick a proper tune for it though, because we don't have any way to make any music. But give us some.
Oh, I got
write it to a
covered on
karaoke.
that.
Write it to a karaoke song, and we'll sing it.
Karaoke? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you. I got that. I'll work up a track and then I'll just send it over to you as a surprise, and then I'll send you the blank track so you guys can sing it
All right,
yourself.
I'm game. We haven't sung a song in a while.
If you know how to play
Yeah.
that song, how does it go?
Don't look at me. I
Crap,
have
I
no clue
forgot
what
it.
you're
Who
thinking.
was only singing it today? You say laughter and I say laughter. That one.
Oh, you say
Okay.
tomato.
Let's
I say
call
tomato.
the whole thing up.
Right. Okay. So what if we took that type of track and then we rewrote it like Weird Al Yankovic style and made it Yankee and the Brit?
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Make it a parody.
Weird.
Okay.
Weird Rand Yank the Crank.
Okay. Rand. Wait. Say that again. Rand Yank the Crank.
Yeah, Lee Godfrey calls.
She's
it.
writing all this down, you
Okay.
know.
This is what scares me.
So
Wild Rand Yank the Crank.
Got the jar.
Oh, Steve
Go
says
ahead.
who's got the jar. Yes. I think Tammy's got it.
It's got the jar. What a mighty bad miss. That's cool. No, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that.
Pass me a mouthful of that shine, will you?
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
So
then.
you guys are an hour behind me. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not your bedtime. That's good. Y'all going to be up a while. Are you going to do fireworks?
No.
No.
But the neighbours got some, so we'll just watch the neighbours.
So how long, Donna, how long have you been over here to do the, because you guys don't do Independence over there, right?
I think they do, but you don't really hear of it as much over there as you do over here. You know, it's all country music crazy over here and independent artists crazy over here. I do have some friends in bands over there, you know, you often get to hear them in like local pubs and things, and sometimes, you know, different... you know, huge bars, and yeah, you do get to hear them, but not as much. Derby, where I come from, has quite a big following for independent artists. You know, you often hear there's certain places where you get booked in, so it's not bad over there.
That's so cool. Where is Derby?
It's right in the middle of the country. You know, you're not in Scotland and you're not in London. You're kind of in between.
It's about it's about 100 and some miles north of London.
Okay.
Kind of due.
So you know where Hertfordshire is too, don't you?
I do. Yes, I do.
See, it's a small world. And then my little friend Brendan Gavin, who's got a little radio show called Coastline Radio in Ireland. He's in Dublin. I'm like, you should hear him talk. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, we had Jordan Mogi on here a couple of weeks ago, and he's all Irish.
Did you?
Oh, you should have
Is he
heard
Irish,
his accent. Oh, sure, you know it, lassie.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, I got to go and drink a pint of Guinness.
Oh, but you should hear him sing. Oh, my God, can he sing? You never know he was Irish.
My surname's O'Neill. Before I got married, my maiden name, and I had like an Irish grandma, and she was like ever so tiny, but she would, you know, she used to stamp her feet and all sorts of stuff at us. Here, Donna, take a pound and go and get some sweets. But sometimes you could hardly even understand her.
Yeah, that's funny.
Go on, Donna, go and look at the telly.
He's like, I'm going to go have a pint of Guinness. Yeah, it's kind of like the guy, Jon Snow, in Game of Thrones. Sometimes he does that. Oh, you don't know nothing, Jon Snow. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
No.
What did we did watch that.
Did we?
I think we did.
I have no idea.
We've been watching all kinds of crazy
you would
movies.
love it, Donna.
Yeah?
You would love it. Oh, my gosh, there's all these cute guys in there, and they got that brogue going on, and they're like, whoo, drop dead, hello.
I tell you where I used to hear the most gorgeous... have you ever heard of the program Being Human?
Yes.
And there's a British version of that program, and it's watching the American one. The British one is way better, but there's like a hot Irish vampire in it, and I tell you what, oh my gosh, when he talks, oh.
Wow, the Irish vampire?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's like clean up an aisle Donna.
How in the hell do you do an Irish vampire? I want to
I know.
blood.
Go for it. If anybody can do it, Donna can.
Oh, sure, Igor, I want to suck your blood, don't you know?
Oh, Donna Reed asked me a question. She said, what age was it when you started singing? I think when I came out of the womb. That's what my mom said.
No surprise.
But my mom said when I was little, you know how you give a kid crayons and coloring book, blah, blah, blah. I would hum when I was like maybe 3. And I always kind of did that. And she always knew when I was happy, like when she'd come over to my house, if I'm doing dishes or whatever, I'm always humming or singing while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing, gardening, whatever. I'm always singing. And she says, you know what? She told my husband, Jim, she goes, if she's doing something, she's not singing, you better look out. She'd be pissed. You gotta make sure she's something wrong. So I guess probably 3, 4. That I don't remember, but that Mom said it was early on, and I haven't stopped. So I'm just kind of putting it out there, letting people hear a little bit of this.
Mr. Steve Hickey stick in the chat there. He says, you said you write songs. What's your favorite one you've written so far?
Oh, I tried to type it while I was talking at the same time. I said one of my favorite. I probably think All Things Southern, which y'all played, or I've got another one called Open Road that my son and I did together, and it's got a really neat beat to it. Probably either one of those two are my faves. I don't know. It's like I've written 35 songs in the last 2 years, so trying to narrow it down to just a couple, I'm like, Right, All Things Southern was one of the first ones I wrote, and everybody seems to like the way I do. You know, and I didn't realize realize until I started doing this how country I sound. I'm like, holy crap. My son's like doing this one track. I go, can you make me not sound so country? He's like, Mom, you could sing Stevie Nicks and you'd still sound country. It's the way you sing.
Oh, boy, is he wanting some brownie points.
Like, I can't. I try to sing Stevie Nicks with a country accent. It's something I can't, But All Things Southern is kind of like I don't know. It's kind of, when I sang it, it just kind of came out like, yeah, okay. That's what it's meant to be saying.
I just found The Open Road on YouTube, so we're going to play that when
Is
we're done
that
here.
song that goes, I hit the open road in an automobile? That one?
No. Nope.
I like the way the engine
It's a little
turns.
different. It's a little jazzier. It's a little jazzier, but I have one for the 4th of July. Have you guys, I think Rose typed it in the, if Rose is still in there in the chat room, it's called She Is America.
Yeah, I played that already.
Oh, you did? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my contribution to, I think I wrote that last month. We were watching that show on Netflix called Turn. Have you seen that?
Turn?
Is it about hot
Yeah.
Irish vampires?
Yes.
Where they look
It's got
good in a
Irish-
pair of jeans? Woohoo.
It's got a good looking George Washington in it, and they're all like spies and against the it's a British thing, and then you got Benedict Arnold's in there, but he's got a hot girlfriend, and it's kind of like the show Scandal, only it's back in George Washington's day.
Did we kick the British ass again?
Oh, is this the one about
Something
chucking
like
tea bags in the sea? Is this the one?
Something like that. I'm like, but all these British guys are just so cute, and that storyline. I'm like, oh man, okay.
Yeah, they're like American guys. They're all great until you get to know them.
So I'm like, I was inspired. I've been watching that. It's like the turn of the revolution or whatever. I'm like, I'm going to write a song about America. So I did. And then, about that time, everybody said, hey, 4th of July's right around the corner. Why don't you just share it with everybody? I'm like, okay.
Hey,
There you go.
Angela Godfrey's in the chat room, the lady that made your soap.
Oh, is she? Hi, Angela. Hi, sweetheart. Does she know how much I love her soap? Oh, my God, I've told everybody about her soap. They're amazing.
Yeah, she just absolutely loves your products, Angela.
Thank you, Rose. Rose says she's going to blast and share that song everywhere on the 4th. I have a friend of mine who's got a country club, like a pool area, and he says, yeah, we got a DJ coming to play on the 4th. Can we play your song? I'm like, of course. Thank you.
Now,
Thanks
which
for
song is
sharing.
Rose talking about?
I think Rose, she wasn't in there when y'all played She's America because
okay.
she missed it, but that's okay. She knows where to find me. I think she's got my cell phone number, something like that. Oh.
We can always play it again. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those. The cool part was the eagle that we got in there for his name is Challenger. The eagle's name is Challenger, and he was named after the space shuttle that blew up. But he's part of the American Eagle Foundation.
Oh, you're going to have to be quiet a second. Listen to this. Angela also makes really cool jam. She sent us in the mail, and I was so she really made me smile because she never forgot. We was talking in the chat room one day about how jam over here they always forget to put the fruit in, and a few months later in the mail we get a box with a little ladybird drawn on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is in this box? And I could not believe she wrote a little letter to us and 2 jars of jam in there. Well, one of them was that, something butter.
Wow.
I can't remember what you call it.
You're a toe jam
Apple
eater, not
butter,
me.
maybe. I can't remember what it was called, but yes, very nice surprise. So
Angela can jam on the jam, too.
she's a jammer. She loves to jam.
She can jam on the soaps, and she can jam on the jam.
She does. But anyway, carry on.
That's cool. No, I'm like, yeah, now I gotta go on her site. Are the jams on her website, too?
I'm not sure. But the link I put in the chat is of her Facebook page, so you can just pop a message over to her, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's
we'll
pretty
tell her
awesome.
we'll send her a bill for that that plug we're giving her.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had to tell her this is amazing. Oh yeah, don't you know? That's cool. Yeah.
Well.
So all right. So what else is going on?
Are you ready for Randy's 10 famous questions?
Oh shoot. Go ahead.
All right, we're going to do the 10 questions. I want to say real quick that, sorry, folks, but we're not going to be playing any more Tamanie's music except the one I got on YouTube because my board froze up again like it did last night.
Oh.
So anything I play is going to have to be off of YouTube or off the phone or off the email.
Last night we had to control everything off the soundboard, and we was clicking on all sorts on YouTube and whatever we had on our computer because nothing would play. I mean, it got us through the show, so we was fine. But Yeah, it's been a right pain in the arse.
Well, I can find them on. I can go back to whatever that page was I downloaded the music from earlier. I can probably find that.
Shut up, husband. I have a question.
What is it?
Steve Hickman wants to know, what is your long-term goal for your music, Tamanie?
Oh, I just responded. They're shooting off fireworks out here. I just said, probably just going to keep making it and hoping that people like what I make. I'm really not making it, because I have some friends who are songwriters that say, you need to write like this, or if you want to get it published in Nashville, you need to write more commercial-like, and you need to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to write it like I want to.
Yes.
And there's that. And if they don't like it, they can suck it.
Well, suck it to her. The 10 questions was...
Okay, you ready for those 10 questions?
I don't know. What if I say no?
Well,
Do I have to?
yeah.
Should I be scared?
Yeah, very scared.
Okay, all right, shoot.
Okay, and be honest now.
I'll try.
What is your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Yeah.
Darn. I say darn a lot.
Like gosh darn
I know, it's boring, but yeah, I say darn. Don't I, baby? Baby says yes, I say darn.
Gosh darn it.
D-E-R-N. Because I try not to curse, I'm a lady, but every now and then I just say darn. If I say a really bad word, I'm really... But yeah, no, my favorite word is pie darn. There it is. Be afraid. Steve says be afraid. Oh, no.
All
That's
right.
it.
Number 2.
Okay, yeah.
What is your least favorite word?
My least favorite word?
Right.
Free. Or no. I don't like being told no.
Number 3. What turns you on?
What turns me on? Compliments. Love, yeah, love.
Number 4. What turns you
Okay.
off?
What turns me off? Let's see.
When people don't say no.
Probably. Assholes. Rude assholes.
Okay, so what turns you off?
What turns me off? Probably just, as far as people or just anything.
Whatever. What turns you off? What's the worst thing? What do you hate the most?
Stupid people. Stupid assholes. I call them assaholics.
That'll work. That fits the situation in most cases.
Yeah, assaholics.
Number 5. What sound do you love?
What sound do I love? Ooh, I'd probably have to go with the sound of steel drums. They've always been my favorite.
Oh, Jamaican man. That is good stuff.
Yeah.
What sound do you hate?
Sound do I hate? Probably fingernails on a chalkboard.
Oh, jeez.
You asked.
Number 7. What is your favorite curse word?
My favorite curse word? Oh, I don't really have a favorite because I try not to curse. I probably say shit a lot. If I'm really mad, I say, yeah, it's probably shit.
Number 8. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Ooh, President of the United States.
What profession would you not like to do?
Proctologist.
That's because you don't want to deal with all those assaholics.
Yep, you got it.
Number 10. What would you do if you had a penis for 24 hours?
Oh, my Lord, I'd have a party.
That's my question. I'd be pulling my pud all day if I did.
Yep, I'd have a party. Everybody come over and check this out.
I'd go find me some vagina.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I'd
Okay.
invite everybody I knew over to come check it out.
Look what I got. Look what I got.
Yeah, that's better than Christmas.
All right, last one.
Okay.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh, you've been so good. I'm going to give you anything you want.
And I'll take that.
Really good.
And I'll take that penis away.
Yeah, I'm going to take the piece.
Oh, that's it.
That wasn't so bad.
No,
That
not
wasn't so
really.
bad.
Now you have a Facebook page, right?
I do. It's what's my name? Hang on. It's just Tamanie Dove. It's just Tamanie Dove. It's a page. I have TamanieDove.com too, which is my webpage, because I think Steve or somebody asked me where you can get the songs for 99 cents. You can download any of those there, and I try to post the ones I come out with to my page when they come out.
And tell them which devilishly handsome couple make your shirts.
The Yankee and the Brit make my shirts. Why, of course.
Roger.
They have the Love the Dove ball caps, which my husband wears every day and shows his the T-shirts. We had the Music Mafia T-shirts, then we had the Love the Dove T-shirts, and all the Yanki and the Brit, of course. Are you kidding me?
Yay!
It's www. Hang on, I got this. I'm gonna type it in. Yanki and the Brit. Watch on it. /Tamanie, right?
Yes, I think so.
There it is. There it is. Folks, you can go right there and get your Tamanie Love the Dove stuff. Love the Dove stuff. And, it's funny, my mom came up with that because she used to always tell me when I was a little kid, I love the Dove because that's my name. And people are like, oh, is that your stage name? I go, no, that's the name on my birth certificate. I swear to God, my mom was doing acid when she named me.
Must have been some good stuff.
Oh, nobody has that name. It's not good when you're a kid. When you go to those places, you get souvenirs with your name already on it. They didn't ever have mine. You get your license plate with your name, personalized anything. Nope. Didn't have any Tamanies. Nope. Darn, I could never
make
get
you a license plate.
It's took me about 5 years to get my name on a Coca-Cola bottle.
Oh.
What a shame.
Oh, you know what's funny? Wait. I have a question for Miss Donna. Ooh. You put ice in your Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
No, that's so not British.
Is that blasphemy?
It's beer they drink more. It's beer you drink warm, right?
Yeah.
No.
Ale and...
ale.
Yeah, most people like the beer cold, especially on a hot summer's day. You like your lager cold.
Yeah.
Most people like the cold
in London
lager.
About 10 years ago, and I was in this little pub in London, and Rose, thank you. I was in this pub, and I asked them for some ice in my Coke, and they thought I was alien or something. You want what? Ice cubes in your what? I'm like, yeah, you don't put ice cubes in your nope.
Yeah, they do. They do in your Coke. It's actually ale that they like. Actually room temperature. And if there are certain places in the UK where if you go in there, they'll give it you straight from the barrel. They'll bring it up in a jug, and it won't even go through the pumps. So if you're lucky, yeah, and it's room temperature. Not really, really warm, just a little bit of a chill to it, but it's nice. And Guinness really does make your poo go black if you get one in Ireland.
No.
Yeah, if you go to like...
No, wait. If you're drinking Guinness, why are you watching your poo? Just because you want to see if it goes black or not?
Yeah, I don't even like Guinness, but I had to buy a pint of Guinness when I went to Dublin just to see if it made your poo black, and it does. It really makes your poo
did you
black.
like Dublin? How did you like Dublin?
It was amazing. We actually went on Halloween, and it was like the main stretch where they have that big, long river, and everybody, and I mean everybody, was dressed up. The atmosphere was just amazing. And some of the costumes, I could not believe some of the time, effort, money that went into some of these costumes. But they just go crazy about it over there. They really, really do. And another place...
I got to give a shout-out to my friend Rose. I love you, Rose. She's so sweet. She said she's had so many compliments on her hat. And I'm like, she's just the sweetest person I know. One of the sweetest persons I know. And I want to thank Steve because Steve paid me a compliment. And you know how much I love compliments.
We love you, Rose.
Thank you, Steve. We love you too, man. I love you too, man.
We know that you don't like anybody to say no.
Nope.
We love Steve too. Steve Hickman is like... Steve comes to bed with us every night, Steve Hickman. He's like the third person in our marriage.
Aww,
so we just love him.
So cool.
We love you, Steve-O.
Group hug, everybody.
Okay. I guess we better go and see what I can do about playing some music. I do want to play your open road tune here.
Okay. Thank you so much, you guys, for having me, and thank you for playing my music and for sharing it and for making all my cool T-shirts. You guys are amazing.
Hey, you call anytime you want. Any Saturday night you call. It doesn't matter what we're doing. You can surprise us. If you're down in Texas, you can stop by. Whatever.
I wish you wouldn't say that, husband. Do you know how many times he said, yeah, you call us on a Saturday night while we've got a guest on.
And then they're going, I'll probably just pop in the chat room. I like popping in the chat room and like seeing what you guys are doing and throw you some love.
Yeah, but do feel free to call us. Just make sure we haven't got a guest on at the time. But other than that, call us and
of course.
And
you have my number now too here in Georgia. This is my home phone.
Yes.
How about
my gosh, we can stalk her ass.
Oi.
We could call her up at 3 o'clock in the morning
We
and
could call her
breathe
up and see if
heavily.
she's got any 4-year-old bras.
Thank you, Sandra. That's her name, Sandra De La Parra. Did I say that right? She says, great interview. I want to say thank you, my people.
Sandra De La Parra. She sounds like a cool perfume, like a really
it
posh
is a cool
perfume
name. That's a cool name.
Sounds more French to me, but...
De La Parra. It's beautiful. It's like De La Parra. maybe Italian? I don't know. It's pretty.
Nope.
Or maybe one of those actresses that get like £50,000 a week.
Yeah.
It's Latin.
Oh, it's Latin?
Aye.
Latin.
Just making that up. Oh, she said yes.
No, she said
Cool.
that. She told us.
Napata. Like Oscar de la Renta, or, Sophia Loren. I don't know.
Oscar de la Parra?
Latin. Oh, it is Latin. Okay, cool.
So your name is actually Tamanie Schnookling. How do you say
Tamanie
that?
Dove. Tamanie Dove. No, I married Jim Shucking. Shucking is German. So rather than, hey, what's your Tamanie Dove I hyphenate, Shucking. I'm like, I'm not even going to go. When they say, what's your last name? I go, Dove. That's the name I grew up.
Das ist,
Like, and now they're calling Jim Dove. Okay.
das
He's
ist
gonna
Frau
have to take
sprechen die
this
Deutsch?
Dove. I'm like, whatever. Dove is Welsh, actually.
Das ist Frau sprechen die Deutsch?
Is he? Oh, hell no. No, he's too Americanized.
You. I think Frau is the
Do I?
lady.
No.
Yeah.
No, I speak a little Spanish. That's about it. Corona. Get some Corona, some tacos, man.
Corona, that's a change of latitude.
Yeah, true. True. Oh, but thank you so much for you guys are fun. That was just total fun. Oh, Bob Kennedy. Hi, y'all. He's just getting in. You're late, brother, but that's okay. Hi.
Hey, Bob. He's always late.
Hey, Bob. He's always late.
Well,
get on it.
Bob Kennedy's on with us next week, so we're glad he didn't come in and hear those 10 questions because he'll know what to answer, you see.
Well, he can always play back the podcast, right?
I think
If he wants.
I said last week I'm going to make him up 10 special questions that he will have
Oh,
never heard before.
I like his hat. Bob, I like your hat. That's a
I
cool
know.
hat,
I
man.
think Bob should send his hat to me.
You got a
There you go.
You got a cowboy hat,
You can
too, don't
embed
you?
it and embroider his name on it for it.
Oh, shit. We forgot to put a picture
Hello.
up. Can you change that real quick? All right.
Who?
We forgot to put your picture up in on the chat page. Donna's going to do that right now.
Oh, what picture? Oh, that's okay. No, you're good. I don't want to see my ugly ass face on
Still
that
got to
thing.
go up there so when people play it back, it'll be there.
Oh, Ran the man.
Now you're talking.
Ran the man on a Saturday night. So you guys got fireworks going off up there or no?
Probably not till Monday. They'll be all over the place.
Oh, yeah,
The
Monday
neighbors
night.
up here are always shooting them off.
Y'all are awesome. You are awesome. Great show.
Okay.
I love listening.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, love.
And sometimes you don't even know I'm there, but I'm listening in.
Oh, my gosh.
Jolly good.
I'm one of those shadow people. I'm like, this is cool. I'll be wallpapering or painting a room or whatever, and I'll have you guys blasting on the speakers. You don't even know I'm there.
Well, Donna will have your interview posted up here in the next couple days.
Well, Donna, thanks.
And don't forget to share our page with everyone and let them know you were here. And
Absolutely.
anything you can do to help is most appreciated, of course. And like I said,
Absolutely.
please feel free to call back anytime. Stop by, come to Texas, visit us, whatever.
Come to Texas. Hey, when you're in Atlanta, come out this way. You can stay with me.
Yeah, we never even leave
Go
the house.
parade.
We're too busy
Go
making
parade.
T-shirts for people.
Yeah, we're too busy making Tamanie Dove shirts.
I love it upstairs. Y'all are so cute. I just want to wrap you up in a little burrito and eat you.
Oh my, oh, you really are weird.
I know.
And I got
Scared
no
to go
comment.
to Atlanta.
I've got no comment.
No comment, Randy says no comment. This is roll you up in a little taco.
I just imagine if we go to Atlanta and she's already got some of those wrap things ready to roll us in and dip us in
There's a
some
lot to
spicy
do
tomato
in Atlanta.
sauce.
My mom says if we all die and go to heaven, we're going to have to go through the Atlanta airport to get there.
What for?
Yeah, because it's a huge airport. Everybody has to go to Atlanta.
I see. Do they still call it Hotlanta?
Yep, that's my husband's email address, hotlanta1 at Gmail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been through there many times.
Let's start.
It's hot right now. It's not as hot as Phoenix, but it's hot.
All right, dear. We're going to go.
Atlanta, thank you so much. Hugs and kisses, you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for making my shirts. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for playing my music. Big ol' hugs.
And thank you, love. Appreciate it. Every minute of it.
Good night.
Yankee and Brit,
See
the
you later.
RTM
Bye.
Radio Network. Here is Tamanie with Matt Mercer and the Open Road. I hope. Brit and the RTM Radio Network on a country Saturday night. Thank you, Tamanie Dove. God dang, that's cool. That
She's a
woman is
bundle
awesome.
of fun, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, all right then. Silence! There'll be no more of that.
You have got it going on over there, husband.
Oh, this is driving me friggin' bonkers. Bloody bonkers, I tell you. Bonkers.
Is that a British word, bonkers?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Well, I say bonkers, but I mean, do you guys use it over here?
No.
No?
I do. But I'm the only one. I don't hear anybody say bonkers or anything like that.
Bonkers.
But I think bonkers.
There's a song called Bonkers, actually.
Sort of.
There is.
I'm not surprised. Any hoo-ha. How's everybody, man? Got big plans for the 4th of July? I should hope so. Those 2 Irish fingers may help, Donna. Well, she ain't getting my Irish fingers, I can tell you that.
Check this out for a hot Irish fanger. Oh, my gosh. Mitchell, he looks gorgeous, and he sounds even more yummy.
Ah,
I
John
think
Mitchell.
I must be getting old, though, because I'm looking at him and thinking, gosh, he looks young.
Ooh.
Whereas when I was younger, I didn't think much of it.
I told you it changes. I've
oh
been
my
telling you.
Gosh.
I've been telling you.
It can sink them teeth into me. Look at that one.
She thinks a guy 20 years older than her doesn't know anything, but I'm telling you, it'll change. The older you get, the more things change, but they still stay the same. That's just how it works. Anyways, Jordan Mogi was on the show with us not too long back. Great Irish guy. Loved his accent. Here he is, Jordan Mogi, Luke the Drifter.
In this town.
Yankee to Brit, the RTM Radio Network with the RTM Radio Nitwits on a country Saturday night. Speak.
Speak. The
What?
Yankee and the Brit. The Yankee and the Brit. One is a genius, the other's a twit.
On the radio.
His genes have been spliced. The Yankee and the Brit. Brit, 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 Brit. Before the show is done, the killing will be begun. By the end of the show,
The
his head
heads
will
will
explode.
explode.
The Yankee and the Brit. The Yankee and the Brit. The ranting campaign can never be explained. To prove the radio worth, they'll take over the earth. The Yankee and the Brit. Brit, 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 Brit. Got to play our own bloody promos around here. We have to sing our own promos on our own show.
Thank you, Spreaker. It's always nice to have you. Oh, jeez.
Bob says he won't cheat and listen to our 10 questions. You probably know them all already, Bob. I have some lined up for you. You will not even suspect one of them.
You haven't written one down yet.
How do you know?
Oh, I know everything.
Look at my big list of nothing in my
I gotta
notepad.
have the air back on over here. I'm cooking. All right. Anyways, so then, go on.
Go on then.
Talk. I'm having issues.
When don't you have issues?
I've had enough of this damn thing too. I'll fix it right now.
Anyway, I sung the Big Yellow Taxi song, and it's not really a rock song, it's not really a country song, so we didn't know which night to play it. So it's totally up to you guys if you want to hear the Yankee and the Brit do, or just the Brit do, Big Yellow Taxi. The song is in the chatter room, husband.
It is. Okay.
It is.
So now, where were we? Somewhere between here and there, this stupid thing doesn't work anymore. Boy, that just friggin' pisses me off, so I'm playing everything off of YouTube. Anyways, David Allen Coe. If that ain't country. Pam Tillis from back in the day. Maybe it was Memphis. Over at the Petro truck stop parking lot. Back in Party Road. I used to love that place. Had a lot of fun over there. Memphis. Maybe it was Memphis. Maybe I went over there and found those blue suede shoes. God only knows. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. I wanted to play this one from David Allen Coe because I want y'all to sing along with me.
For Mr. Turn my mic up.
There
we go.
We don't want you.
This song is for Mr. Bob in the chat room, and I just want to point out, shut him up a minute.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on a minute. Time marches on. No, it doesn't. It stops right there.
Where is my button?
Will you just talk, for God's sake?
8th of July. Coming up on the Yankee and the Brit show, we have Bob Kennedy. And then on the 15th of July, Ethan Wayne.
You are like way too out of hand with that thing.
I know. That's my button.
I'm pulling the knob
My
off.
button.
I'm pulling
I
the-
make the rules.
I'm pulling the knob off because you don't need your fingers wrapped around that knob.
Oh, yeah?
Mine, yes. That one, no.
Come on, we're married. I own that knob.
Ah! Oh, you are such a funny woman. I don't think so, Tim. All right. Anyways, where was I? Steve's got some cold brews and a jug of shine. Oh, baby. Baby, 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 bring me a cup of that gasoline, will you? In a good old-fashioned mason jar. We'll all be good to go.
Good old Southern night.
That shit'd light me up like a bick.
Speaking of which, we haven't heard much of Steve Hicks' Sticky Fried Chicken tonight. We've played one of his tunes.
Earlier.
We played one tune. Come on.
Well, then we'll get some
Since
more
when do you
on
call
here.
this a Yankee and the Brit Show Country Saturday Night without a bit more of that Sticky Fried Chicken?
All right.
Bob says, Donna, what is your favourite British word?
I think it's knob.
It's bellend. No, it's not bellend. What is my favourite British word? What do I say a lot of, husband?
Knob.
Yeah, I
Bellend.
call Randy a knob.
No,
But
no,
apparently it's
no,
a
no,
word.
no, no.
It's a term of affection. What?
Knob cheese.
No, yeah, I'd call Randy a knob cheese sandwich.
Dunderhead.
I honestly do not know, Bob, what is my favourite word. Oh my gosh. I wish I'd have known about this. I could have prepared just like you are for your 10 questions. But you know I will have 10 other questions for you.
Trust me, just hang on a few minutes. She'll have an answer. He never runs out of them. Oh, can I carry on with what I
Carry
was
on.
doing now? Thank you, love. Off goes your microphone. Nobody wants to hear that anymore.
No, carry on.
I want to play this tune, David Allen Coe, because I know all you guys know the words to it, and I know you're all in the mood to sing along with me. You never even call me by my name.
Well, it was all that I could do to keep from crying.
Network.
Look at Steve doing his last call for alcohol 30 minutes before closing time.
What? That's too early,
I
man.
know.
My old favorite
Look,
bartender
Steve.
used to say that. Gotta have 'em. Let's go. Last call. Gotta have 'em. Drink 'em up. Gotta have 'em.
Well, seeing as we're going to have virtual hangovers tomorrow morning, I will have a pint of lager and a little dash of lime in the top.
And don't forget a packet of crisp.
And a packet of crisps, yes, 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. You guys should watch that programme, by the way. My mic is not on. There
Say
you
it
go.
again now.
I said you guys should watch 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps on TV. It is just the coolest, crudest, bestest, dingiest.
So what is it you're going to have?
I'm going to have a pint of lager and a dash of lime in it.
A pint of lager,
Yeah, and a dash of lime.
a glass of lime, and your packet of crisp.
Yeah.
It's not good without
Call-
the crisp.
Or give me a lager top, that'd be nice.
A lager top?
A lager top. That's
You've
a
got a
pint of lager
lager-sized
with,
top right
a
there.
bit of lemonade in.
You got a lager-sized top right there.
I know. My nipples earlier when Keith Sampson's Got Twang song came on, they kept going.
Knock the laptop right off the computer, right off the desk. All right, cool time. Cool time. Time for a cool song. It's the old hickey stick himself, Steve Hickman. Long shot, baby. This shit right there,
That is what you call some bad ass
it's a
shit
country
right
Saturday
here.
night, baby, and that sets the mood right there.
Exclusively on the Yankee and the Brit
That's
show or
right.
something.
This guy is awesome, man. I can't wait to get Bob Kennedy on here, too. We're going to have a blast.
Yeah. It'd
Gonna
be
be
cool.
a riot.
What song was we listening to last week of Bob's? And you said he sounds like Johnny Cash. What was it?
I forget what it was, but
But
we
it was
will find
good, wasn't
again.
it?
Yeah,
It was good.
of course it was.
Good,
it was
good,
awesome.
good.
So just
We
like
listened
it
to
comes
that
from-
much music, but yeah, we said, oh, we love Bob.
I was going to ask you something, and of course my little nimble mind forgot again. Damn it, Jim.
What are you doing with
Oh,
your hands?
who is Bob on next week with us?
He is.
There you go. Bob Kennedy, who's in the chat, will be joining us next Saturday night
Bob
for a Country
Kennedy
Saturday
with
night.
10 new questions.
Yeah, well, that's up to you. You're going to mess him all up.
What would you do if you woke up tomorrow, Bob, with boobies?
Shake 'em, baby, shake 'em. Anyways, we're running out of time, though. We got 9:32. We got a little bit
Do you know
left.
what I'd do if I was a man and then I woke up with boobies one day? I'd go and stick them up against someone's windows. You know, like those in car windows, like those girls do on those.
No, but I do like the chick in Cool Hand Luke when she's washing the car and she leans over the window and her boobs are all wet and flat and smashed against the windshield, and the camera shows them from inside the car.
Do you think Bob might do that if he woke up with boobies tomorrow?
I bet if he had boobies like that girl did, he would. 'Cause I know I would if I had boobies like that. I just got moobs. Not quite the same thing.
Mine, I have to scoop mine up off the floor, and then I have to pick the big heavy buggers up.
That's what I keep that dolly out back
and
for.
yeah, and they'll never get to some windscreens.
Nothing better than a two-wheel cart from, what the hell's that freight place I go?
Did you just call it a windscreen? You don't call it a windscreen.
I said a windshield.
Oh, I call it a windscreen. He calls it a
That's
windshield.
the British way, of course. The two-wheel cart from Harbor Freight, that's where it came from.
Steve, I said, Steve, how many minutes did I have to wait for my favourite part of that song you just played in? Is like too long, Donna. You know my, all right.
All right. I know, that's the best part. That's cool. I'm going to cut that out of there and use it for a clip one of these days. All I got to do is remember. Look at that. Donna Joe made my YouTube list over here. All right. Anyways, got another one here. Mr. Willie Nelson himself. Check him out. Still not dead. Hey, gotta love that guy. Grew up with that guy just like all the rest of us has, and he's still around. Between him and Keith Richards, there's still a race to see who's going to make it the longest.
So, the Yanki and the Brit show right here on the RTM radio network. Have we got our soundboard back yet?
Nope.
No?
Nothing. Nothing at all. And I'm afraid to even try it because if it plays something, then whatever it is, I got to wait till it's
Let's
done.
make ourselves another stupid promo then. You are tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Yanki and the Brit right here on the RTM radio network.
God, if I got to make a face like that, forget it. Are you kidding me?
You do a voice with a face like this then. Go on.
Well, if you stop and listen a little bit, see,
Shane.
you'll like the Yanki and the Brit, see. They're all right. They're a good bunch of people, except when they jump off the bridge, you know, and that little bell rings, and then the shit hits the fan.
Shane.
No, that's not the same guy. I'm talking about you dirty rats, see?
See?
That's a whole nother thing. You say tomato.
Anyway, we have no promos, so we're having to make our own.
You're listening to the Yanki and the Brit.
Bob Kennedy in the chat room says, if I woke up with boobies, I'd take lots of selfies, then I'd order a 4-year-old bra. That bra is getting about.
That's my boy right there.
We actually went in IHOP last week.
Come on over, we'll take you to IHOP and you can ask her yourself.
Yeah, we told the staff about the lady with the 4-year-old bra, and she said she's going to pass around the YouTube link.
Oh, she's gone, remember?
Yeah, she's gone, but the girl in IHOP last week said she's going to pass around that prank call. Didn't she?
This is what Saturday nights are always about, Mr. Hickman. Always. Love these independent artists, and tonight I'm playing some of this other stuff because I can't get to the independent artists. Damn it. So anyways, don't forget Bob Kennedy's going to be joining us next Saturday. That is going to be kick-ass, and he's bringing his 4-year-old bra with him. We're going to talk about that, too.
And hopefully we can talk him into writing a song with the Hick Sticky Fried Chicky guy, because I think they would do well together.
That's right. But in the meantime, before we run out of time...
Our favourite Hick Sticky tune,
the best,
you know what it is.
This is when we met Steve... And I don't know how we got hooked up with him. I don't even remember, but it was, like, great. And this guy is awesome. You'll love this guy. We love this guy. But this was the first song I heard from him and automatically hit home with me. And I just can't get it out of my mind. We play it in the truck all the time. We play it here constantly. At least 2 or 3 times a week we play this song. Because it is just so friggin' awesome.
Maybe we've found the 4th person to be in our bed because Steve Hickman loves Bob Kennedy. So maybe next Saturday night it'll be Bob Kennedy in bed with the Yanki and the Brit.
That's all right. Bring it on. But anyways, here it is. Our favorite tune from Steve Hickman. You're going to love this. And I'm going to stick the words in here so you can sing along because I want all you guys to learn the words of this song and all of his songs because they are all awesome. The words to these songs are amazing, man. And I love that Long Shot one. Really some... cool meaning in that thing. But in the meantime, if I'd shut up a minute...
Oh, please.
We'll play this song. Wow, what an awesome tune that is, boy. Tamanie, Behind the Eyes of Lies with the Yanki and the Brit. The RTM radio network on a country Saturday night. You guys are the best, man. I can't even begin to tell you.
You guys are the bestest ever. And turn my mic up.
Why? Nobody wants to hear you.
I know they don't, but tough shit, they're going to hear me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shit. I like that word, Bob. I like that word.
What word? Shit?
Shit, yeah.
Oh.
Bob asked what's my favourite word.
9:48, 10 minutes away from closing time. Last call for alcohol. Drink 'em up. Gotta have 'em. Let's go. All right. How about Johnny Cash, man? Everybody loves Johnny Cash. Here's one from his last album, I believe. God's Gonna Cut You Down.
Well, you know, Johnny always wore black, and he wore black because he identified with the poor and the downtrodden.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bob Kennedy at your service, and we got to say goodbye and get the hell out of here.
If you guys want to hear some more Bob Kennedy, he is going to be with us next Saturday, the 8th of July at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you guys better tune in. We'll be posting up during the week, and we'll see you soon.
We love all you guys. Thank you a million times over. Thank you, Tamanie, especially, for coming and hanging out with us. Too cool. Your music is awesome, just like everything else that you say and do. Thank you very much, everyone. We love you. Thanks, Steve the Hickman. The Hickman. You know what I mean. And thank you, everybody else. Love you guys. We got to get the hell out of Dodge.
Let's go get that Sonic burger.
Say goodnight, Donna.
Good night, Donna.
Yankee and the Brits, the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.